why mediums never should use reincarnation as excuse for not making a contact with the deceased. I don't know if it's in the world all around, but in the Netherlands I heard sometimes that a medium is saying from, oh, I cannot make the connection to this person because he's already reincarnated. This is something I heard that this happened really long time ago. So maybe this problem is already gone, or maybe it's still in the world. But I have two questions about this. Someone asked two questions about this, so here is the answer to the questions. But first of all, the question was actually, are persons been trapped in reincarnation, in the light of reincarnation after they passed? I don't know really what you meant with this question, because the first thing I want to know is, do you think that they're really staying in the light, like they're really got trapped, or do you think from they reincarnate immediately? But let me tell you this, what I believe is that the person who is reincarnated doesn't reincarnate before everyone the soul has known in their life on earth has been in heaven too. So if you have like a really old grandmother when you was a baby, or maybe even the mother of your grandmother, then this grandmother maybe has only seen you as a baby. Maybe you lived like 3 months and then this person passed away. It could be possible. And when this person is passed away, then they knew you. So you maybe don't know them, because the first 3 months of your life you probably won't remember. Maybe your soul does, but your ego probably doesn't remember this. But when you see this person again, then then you probably remember this person in heaven, but this person will wait till you are coming over there. What's really interesting to see something about this is time is not really the same thing in heaven as on earth. So the thing that I'm going to tell you now is really not as good usable as like it's completely in this way. No, it's not completely in this way, I think. But there is a very good movie about this, and it's called What Dreams May Come, with Robin Williams in very early stages of his life. But What Dreams May Come, it's a very beautiful movie, only I don't believe in some parts of the movie. Because reincarnation is always choice, and reincarnation is always been done after anyone they know are into heaven. I need to explain myself, because not everything in life will be the same as anything. I hope you understand this, but some things are just a bit different than other things. I need to practice your special sentences. In Dutch we call this speaking words, and it's like sentences with a meaning, and we have like nothing is black and white. And what I mean with black or white is that people say from it's just like this way or just like this way. And in spirituality, especially in mediumship, nothing is black and white. Because Yogananda, a very spiritual person, and Yogananda told one person sometime, he asked Yogananda again and again and again, when I'm going to die, when I'm going to die, when I'm going to die. And Yogananda never want to answer, and because the person just keeping repeating the question, then Yogananda said from, oh, you'll be dead in 2 months, or 2 weeks, I don't remember, it's a long time, I read the book. But then after this 2 months, you will be reincarnated immediately. And Yogananda was surprised about himself. He was a bit in a shock, because he didn't. Normally he will not say this, because why people need to know this? It makes no happiness. And he explained some things about the reincarnation, and the reincarnation happened because people know the person when the person was a baby. Everything was correct what Yogananda said about this baby. But for now, this is like maybe one of a million times, or maybe even less. So the most times the person is just going to heaven. So maybe you can forget about the story, and I'm not even sure if it was Yogananda or someone else out of the book of Yogananda, and if the story is complete correct. But most of the time the person is just in heaven, and they wait for everyone they know. There are some other things that you need to know, because I also believe that a soul is can be multiplied. A soul can be cloned endlessly. And one thing that I know about this, when you're in Australia, and another person is in the USA, another person is in Brazil, another person is in Spain, another person is in China. All the persons can make the connection with the same soul. It's like if you cut my grandfather. If you cut my grandfather, then you can make the connection as a medium all around the world, and more multiply people can do this together. And even I have brothers, so for you can talk to me about my grandfather, and let's say my brother is on holiday in Spain, and then another medium in Spain also talks to him, and let's say my other brother is on holiday in Canada, then another medium in Canada can also at the same time make the same connection to the same spirit. So this means two things. Or the spirit is just as big as the world, so they can make the connection everywhere. Or they can be at more places at the same time, and they can focus on more places at the same time. And this is really an interesting thing about it, because this also means that a part of you can be in heaven when you are on earth. And that also can be from that, maybe you have heard about souls that, I don't know what the English word for it is, but souls that are really like twin souls, we call it in Dutch. And you know what twin souls, most time when you met your twin soul, it's really problematic to get a relationship with it. And the most people think from, oh, I met my the soul that's completely there for me. I recognize so much in the soul. But the best you can be is friends, because it's more like a brother-sister relationship than it will be a good loving relationship, unless you are just so much in light as the Buddha, or as Yogananda. And if you are so much, if you have had enlightenment as Buddha and as Yogananda and as Kuan Yin, then it's possible to have this this loving relationship. And maybe you have this relationship and you're very happy with it. It's no problem at all. But you will irritate it of all the things of yourself. And when you see this person has also the same frustrations as you. So you're just getting irritated more and more and more. And because the ego is not the same, and because you have been born somewhere else, so you have your own life, so you have your own reasons why you choose your way of living, and this also has to do with the way who you have been raised, and are you going to listen to your parents, or do you completely the opposite? Either way could be good, but how you have lived as a child will fill your ego with how you live the rest of your life. And of course you can change, but if you have then met your twin soul, then this person has also had another life as you, and you will be getting irritated by your own irritation. Maybe there are some things that you really like about this person, because you probably have a much of same interest and like a lot of things that you like both. But there will also be things that you just keep each other annoying. Maybe you fight a lot, not a physical fight, but just like screaming and stuff. Just when it can happen very fast with your twin soul, unless you're just more like brother and sister and you're just friends, because then you can have a way more easier connection to each other. But the reason why I put it aside now, but the reason why I talk about twin souls is that twin souls And probably it's the wrong word, but I hope you know what I mean. And please put in the comments the correct word. But the twin souls could be the same soul as you. If the soul can be together in more places, so maybe you try to have a relationship with yourself. If you think from, oh, I'm very happy with my twin soul, and it's also no problem if you have a good relationship with yourself, because for your ego it's the other person. But it could be giving you way more growth if you have a relationship with not your twin soul, and someone who is complete the opposite. But I think the most important thing is, of course, that you love each other and that you respect each other. I think these are way more important things than than which way you want to make your love life. And it's not about how you need to make your love life. You can make your love life in your own way. But I just want to explain this to you. Okay, so the soul can be at more places at the same time. So this is interesting because then it can also be possible that the person is already reincarnated, but you can also still make the connection with the person in heaven because the soul is also over there. Because one part of the soul, or maybe the complete soul, will wait over there, will wait in heaven till everyone arrives over there. Then they will go to Earth again. In this movie I told you about, Where Dreams May Come, there are a lot of things that I definitely not believe about the spiritual world, but I do believe the way how they show how people come into heaven, and I do believe the way how they explain reincarnation. In this movie, you will see that all the friends and the family stand together, and they love the way how they choose for reincarnation again. If I remember it correct, maybe I remember it a bit wrong, but there's also some stuff in the movie that, for myself personal, I don't think that this is the way. But it will be a very good movie to watch. But I believe that all the persons in heaven are in love and in light, and when they are going to reincarnate, it works maybe in a bit different way than the most people think, because I think that karma happens on Earth, but there is something else there. When you're in heaven, you're just in love and you're just like light, and you probably have a good time. But sometimes when you have a good time, there is only good time. Neil Donald Walsh explains it so good in his books, because Neil Donald Walsh tells about he has a book for a child, and there is talking about a candle, who is just the soul, is like a candle of the sun or a candle of light. You can make your own choice with it, but there he is with all the other lights, and there are big shining lights. But then the soul does not know what love really is, because he don't know what it is, because he already is it. This is also a very interesting question for you, because you can explain probably what a human being is, but what is really being you? And because if you want to know what is really you, then you need to have the experience of things that are not you. This is also with this little souls go to Earth to learn the opposites of love. And this is why Earth is sometimes a really terrible place, because we are here to learn the opposites of love. So when they are in heaven, they are only in love. So like you've been here for maybe 100 years, maybe less, maybe more. And then you're going to heaven again. And then you will be, are going to be there just like maybe 100 years, maybe less, maybe more. And then you're going to talk to God or to Great Spirit again, whatever you want to call it. And when you're talking to God, then God will tell you from, oh, I have this. I still don't know what love really is. I know now what scariness is. I know what fear is, but I don't know what hate is. I need to learn what hate is. Now, then you're going again to Earth to learn what hate is, to experience actually what hate is. then you're going back to heaven and again and again and again and again. So this is the way how the world works. And if you are delighted, if you are like Buddha, if you had so much spirituality as Buddha, then you can choose to be in heaven or being born again. Because a lot of people who already know who love is, a lot of souls, I mean, who already know what love is, are going to Earth to help other people learn what love is about. So, and this is a really good, interesting thing to know, because the worst person on Earth could be your best friend in heaven. This is this is very difficult to know, but when you experience this, then you and you understand this, then you know that if you are here to learn what it is to hate, then someone has to do you pain. So maybe the pain you experience in this life, you have already chosen for yourself in heaven. Not everything is already done before you are on Earth. So not everything I say is correctly like from, okay, you want to know what hate is, then someone's going to Earth, some other soul, and gonna teach you what hate is. But you have a free will, you have your own 2 cents in life. You will get off the path a lot, which way you want to walk here on Earth. So not all the hate you have is part of learning hate, I guess, of experience hate, but it's a very important thing to notice this, so that your worst enemy can be your best friend in heaven. And there are no enemies in heaven. You love everyone equal. You love everyone every much, and this is also a very good thing to know. I also believe that you can in heaven you can do anything you want at any time, because that was the other question you told me. The other thing I want to talk to about this is if you want to be a musician and you want to play on Earth, maybe you didn't made it, and you want to play concerts for like thousands of people, maybe millions even. In heaven it would be possible. You just make it up, and when you make it up, then it happens. If it's in your thought, then it happens. So you could be having a really beautiful house. You could dance with tigers who are very sweet to you.